Hey everybody, welcome back to Dad Vibes Gaming. Have you ever thought to yourself, fuck it, I'm gonna be a cartoon character in Fallout? Well, by God, you'll either think this video is okay or hate it one. Either way, I don't really care, because I'm here to be Fallout New Vegas as motherfucking Rick Sanchez. Rules are simple, only laser weapons, aka like laser pistols, laser rifles, that's about it honestly. But no plasma guns, grenades, etc., like mines and shit, because I just don't feel like if Rick Sanchez was in the New Vegas universe, I just don't feel like he'd use them. But anyway, let's get into the nitty gritty of it, shall we? Woke up in some old guy's house, butt-ass naked. Think he might have roofied me last night or some shit, I don't really know. The motherfucker just kinda sat there and looked at me like a homeless man looks at a piece of cheese and he thinks, God damn, kinda wanna eat you. You look kinda snackish. I'm hungry. Named myself Rick Sanchez. Because motherfucker, I'm Rick Sanchez. At least he thinks I am, so it's good enough. Good enough for me, good enough for you, great. Proceeded to do my best at making myself look like my identity theft target, but finding hair to match him was a little hard, so I proceeded to spend like a good solid, 15-10 minutes on trying to figure out what the fuck I should be doing with how he should look, how the hair color should be, all that good stuff, until finally I figured it out and found a color that was vibing with me, and what I thought would look kinda close to what his hair looked like. Anyway, got that done, and then it was time to squeeze a tube. Had a stroke waiting for Doc's ass to move over to the vigor tester. Maxed out intelligence, drained luck, and spread the other points out as evenly as I thought worked. As I thought, Rick Sanchez might be vibing with. I went with energy weapons, science, and finally, medicine for my skills, because I will need to be healing myself a lot. Chose trigger discipline and wild wasteland because fuck it. I really have no idea what the fuck I'm doing in any of these videos, but y'all watch it. So you ever just stand up in somebody's house, look around and say, well goddamn, I just want to take everything that you physically own and that isn't nailed to your wall. Well, that's exactly what I did. He didn't say anything about it, so I assumed it was cool that I stole almost everything that he had because it was mine before he even knew it was his. He does have the laser pistol though, and it's pretty important for a Rick run. Played with his chemistry set after because I've never been smart and I've never crafted anything in this game, so this is the first time I ever did. Attempted to commit domestic violence against a few bottles that Sonny wanted me to shoot, but I figured I wanted to beat the shit out of them instead, but the game tells you that committing domestic violence against them is not legal, so you can't. So instead I lined my sights on a couple bottles, blew their brains out just like every regular person should, and the game continued on. Convinced Sunny Smiles to be a chew toy for the lizards that were guarding the waterhole to the town, but she just decided to shoot them instead, which I thought was fucking rude. The stupid bitch ruined the fun. Decided on trying to save this lady, not because I wanted to or had any interest in her life, but because I just wanted to practice my shooting, because I've not shot this thing before. I've never used laser weapons. I'm a pistol man. Thought I'd be a cool guy and try to kill Joe Cobb by doing a little sneaky and then drilling a laser through the back of his skull, but for some fucking reason that motherfucker could take that hit no problem. I then talked to the coward hiding out in a gas station named Ringo. I really don't feel like he should be alive. Sold everything I owned, everything I had shoved in my pockets and shoved it into another man's pockets for a couple caps. And then I hid behind a dumpster with all the cool kids while the town got attacked by all the powder gangers because, it's not really my fight, I'm just the instigator. Then headed off for greener pastures. Motherfucking Primm, baby. Realized just how much ammo I'm gonna need if I'm ever gonna be able to beat this game. Partially because every shot that I do to them is only like a couple ticks off their health. Not the worst, but obviously not the best. Ran through a little miniature bullet hell as I was making my way to the sheriff of Primm, but I shit you not, this motherfucker erupted like the burning bush from the fucking Bible. Motherfucker sat there and burned for a good while and carried a conversation. He died. I chose Primm Slim as his replacement because it was the easiest and fastest way to finish out this horrible ass quest without having to run around excessively just for XP. Hit level 3 in stride by putting energy weapons and medicine both up to 50, and I was pretty well vibing with my pistol now. Walked outside and found my new heading, and I was heading on over to a shithole named Sloan. On the way over there, I discovered a body that was hidden and tucked underneath a bridge, which was a bright follower. That motherfucker had a recharger rifle, and I was very tempted to use it and kind of tweak the run a little bit, but I just ultimately decided that it just wouldn't fit the run, and just wouldn't fit what I was really hoping for. I fixed Snuffle's legs because we go together. I'm the brain and him the rat. We're like Bitcoin and bankruptcy. We're two of the same coin. Ran down the worst valley in the Mojave with the Slim Jim stuck in my pocket as a lure for all the Deathclaws, so they would chase me, especially after I ran down the wrong motherfucking side of the road to attract every one of them. Almost made it to safety until one of the Deathclaws decided he wanted to grab my ass cheeks with his big old meaty claws, and I kinda got tripped and failed because he just grabbed me. Reloaded a save, and then I went on the actually correct path this time by going down the right side, which worked a lot better. It was a lot safer for me in the end. Made it to the Freeside gate with, a couple ass scratches and a couple bullet holes from, the odd bandit, but I'm good. Bartered with the followers of the apocalypse for some medical supplies because I have a morbid curiosity just to see how many stim packs that I can shove into my pocket before they start hurting. After all was said and done, I got to level up. I hit level 4 and decided ultimately to just shove it all into barter because, shit's expensive and I don't really have a lot of money right now, and I don't really have a good way to get it except killing things. Settled on educated for my next trait because, I want to maximize all the XP that I can earn. In Freeside, I went to the Silver Rush to find my new friends. They just didn't know they were my friends yet. Had a field day with my new friends as I popped a stealth boy and took everything that wasn't nailed down because it was mine before they had it or even thought about it. Because everything's mine. I own you, I own your family, I own your dog. I own your cat, I own your cows, your sheep, your whatever. It's all mine, and you don't have a choice. Sold some cool weapons that I found, just laying around. People really just didn't seem to care that it was theirs. I just sold it back to them and made some money. And slow walked my fat happy ass over to Mick and Ralph's to hopefully be able to jog. And I'd done this for a solid 2 weeks straight. These guys were getting nothing but plasma weapons. I gave a robot a stroke so hard he kinda froze my whole recording, and I immediately made a beeline to the Tops Casino cause I fucking hate that petty motherfucker and he's gonna pay for what he did to me. And got my birthday wish to come true just a little early. I got to cut my way through all the Tops workers. Came close to dying a couple times, nothing too serious, but I had so many stim packs in me it didn't matter. Benny died in the onslaught somehow. I don't remember seeing him ever, but I stole his favorite gun for money later and nabbed the platinum chip. Leveled up 3 times to hit level 7 in the Tops. There's a lot of leveling. Talk to Yes Man, cause this motherfucker's gonna be my golden ticket onto the strip and how I control it. Plus that motherfucker is the only way I can own it. An NCR soldier gave me a little mini heart attack when he gave me a jump scare as I was about to enter the Lucky 38, talking about some bullshit charity. I shot holes into Mr. House's old wrinkly pinky toe away from the grave ass and watched as he had a little goon session from finally dying. Watched Yes Man have a seizure as he was injecting himself into House's corpse, and that motherfucker told me I had to go talk to my neighbors, but I hate my neighbors, they're fucking assholes. Talked to the White Glove Society cannibals about being cool. Talked to an old man who is still living in his mom's basement about the future, but I really don't care. He's the weird kid, his mom just kinda forces me to play with him. Talked to a power-hungry only child who ended up drafting his neighbors for a war and had another stop to make. Went ahead and installed the platinum chip for the Mark II Securitrons. Pearl was next, and they all seemed kinda sad, but they were living on a fucking military base during the apocalypse. And lastly, talked to the Great Khans, the biker gang of the fucking Mojave without no bikes. Cut about 3 hours because I just spent it all just grinding out money for ammo and armor. And me and my Morty got ready to head into the Hoover Dam. My Morty's Veronica, I used her to get into the boss base. Everything went pretty well here at the dam, honestly. I just kinda let the NCR do most of the heavy work, and sometimes, me and my Morty would pick up the stragglers. If this does piss somebody off because I'm using a companion, I don't really care. Rick has a Morty. He gets his companion. Fuck you. Shoved Yes Man into the power console to send power to the fort because we need it. Flipped a switch because I love levers. Who don't? Spent a long ass fucking time fighting the Legate and his fucking lackeys. This was awful. This took so fucking long. It's not even funny. I had a horrible time. Like, it took so many shots, even with overcharged cells. It's just, not fun. I did catch a break, though, after I killed all of his little lackeys. Old Legate Lanius got stuck on a fucking wagon, and I blinded that motherfucker with my Walmart laser pointer. General Oliver's squad and my army battled it out with laser pointers, but my laser pointers are cooler because they have flashy lights, so fuck him. Talked to Yes Man and finally beat Fallout New Vegas as Rick Sanchez. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you watched all the way through, it means a lot. I'm really just trying to make content to make people laugh, have fun, have a good time. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, so bear with me for a while. But anyway, like, subscribe, have a good day.